enjoy the evening. This evening is for you. I'm overwhelmed. I have mixed feelings, of course. I'm happy to see so many friends, and I right away want to thank you for all your support, for all your kindness. These years were extremely resourceful for me, rewarding for me, because I met all of you here. I like the country, I like the people, I like your landscapes. I am absolutely privileged and honored to have the opportunity to serve in the United States. I have so many unfulfilled things, and I'm afraid that I'll have to come back. I didn't play fully with my direct boss from the State Department for Blake. I have so many other unplayed things with my friends here, so I will have a very good reason to come back. You know, being able and having the privilege of serving here in the United States is a big reward for any diplomat, and I was able to be successul. I hope at least these 3 days people say that I was successful here. I have to believe, but I am thankful because nothing could have been achieved without your support. And we visited so many corners of our cooperation, of our partnership, and each and every of you kind of around so many good memories with me. Therefore, I'm really sorry that I'm leaving, but of course, diplomatic life is diplomatic life. We have to complete our tours sometime. But America and my days here will remain in my heart forever. I would like to thank my colleagues in the embassy. They were absolutely patient to work with me. They, of course, formally and officially say good words about me, but behind the scenes, who knows, right? But I wish that you continue to support them in their efforts to further build our relationship. I would like to say special thanks to my family, to my wife. It happens so that today is the day of our anniversary of our wedding. I'm very lucky for the dates, because my president is very smart. He appointed me as ambassador to the United States on the 4th of July. So the 4th of October is the day of my departure from the United States. It happens to be also the day of wedding. I would like to say that my colleagues in the embassy, my wife, taught me the culture of tolerance, because I didn't have enough time to devote to my family. I was sometimes very impatient with my colleagues in the embassy. Therefore, thank you for the lesson of tolerance. And I once again would like to say that this tour was extremely pleasant, very rewarding for me. I was treated very well throughout my stay here, and I was treated extremely exceptionally these last 5 days here. And, so many words, you know, it's too much for one person. And you know, I like jokes. Yesterday I had an opportunity to see Secretary Clinton, and I saw my good friend in the room after we went to meet the press, and Jill Doherty from CNN was there. And I, starting the event, I said, Jill, hello, how are you? We had the good tradition of having breakfast together. Now it is my turn, and I invite you to have breakfast in Kazakhstan. And today the media reported had it that I said to Secretary Clinton, we used to have nice breakfast together with you. And our next breakfast is in Kazakhstan. This is a very nice opportunity where I don't have any objection to the misreporting by media. That was very nice misreporting. Once again, thank you. I will see you all personally. I hope to have small drinks with you. If I drink with every one of you, I will be drunk by then in the party. Capricci, my good friends from the State Department, are giving yet another party tomorrow. And I'm already departing tomorrow. And on Monday, I'm already in Moscow with an official visit by the President. So life continues to be hectic, but without your support, without your hearts, without your smiles, and without your humor and good attitudes, I will not be able to perform my duties. So thank you for your energy. And I wish you all the best. I wish successful elections in the United States. really the completion of so many ideas we had together, and I really love you. Thank you very much. You see, I just said I'm going to be drunk and you gave me the glass. So this glass is to all of you. Thank you very much. I'm already arrogant. I didn't introduce properly my direct boss from the State Department. And he is really a direct boss. He is a very senior, very successful professional diplomat, hopefully Assistant Secretary of State. Please. Kazakhs are very talkative, and in one thing we succeeded in the United States. We taught our direct bosses in different agencies to be as talkative as Kazakhs. So I give the floor to my good friend, my direct boss, Assistant Secretary of State, Bob Blake.
Well, thank you, and I'd like to welcome you to the first annual meeting of the Amb Idrissov Fan Club. I think I speak for all of us that we are so delighted to know that our good friend Amb Idrissov has been promoted as Foreign Minister of Kazakhstan. Secretary Clinton, as Erlan said, was delighted and immediately said she'd like to see him, and promptly had a 45-minute meeting with him about all the important things that we're doing. As we were sitting around the other day talking about Erlan, we sort of were reminiscing. And one of the things that we like most about Erlan is his sense of humor, which he's already referred to. And so one of my colleagues who knew Erlan actually in Kazakhstan before he even came to the United States was referring to an episode that they had with him once where they had to deliver a démarche, which is a diplomatic representation, to Erlan about a matter. They had already tried twice on this subject, so they were coming for a third time. And so they said to Erlan, Mr. Idrissov, you may know of saying in the United States, third time's a charm. And so Erlan looked at them and said, you may know a saying in Kazakhstan in the United States, 3 strikes and you're out. As Erlan said, he and I are not only diplomatic colleagues, we also played tennis from time to time. And I'm reminded of a story that George Bush, the 41st president, said after he was retired. Somebody said to him about 4 or 5 months later, Mr. President, what's the biggest change in your life since you're no longer president? He said, well, I no longer win at tennis. So I'm going to say in that regard, Erlan, that even though you've now ascended to the heights of being a minister in Kazakhstan, that I'm going to still treat you with the same disrespect that I've always treated on the tennis court.
Now the score is even. It's a mutual disrespect, you know.
But seriously, I want to, on behalf of all of my colleagues at the State Department, on behalf of the Secretary and the President, really pay tribute to Erlan tonight for the spectacular job that he's done representing Kazakhstan here in the United States. We have accomplished a great deal together in the last 3 years. We had President Nazarbayev's very important visit here to the United States for the Nuclear Security Summit, where he met with our president and delivered a wonderful speech about the leadership that Kazakhstan has showed in the global non-proliferation area. We had Secretary Clinton's very memorable visit to Astana in the snow in December for the OSCE Summit, where all of us were up to our knees sometimes in snow trudging around, but we had a wonderful time. We've had great success in expanding our cooperation in Afghanistan on the Northern Distribution Network, on expanding regional integration in this crucial part of the world. And I think one of the really important marks of Kazakhstan's leadership is that it's becoming not only a regional leader, but a global leader on so many different issues. And I think we have this man to thank for much of that. We often joke in the State Department that whenever Erlan shows up at my doorstep for a meeting, he's got a file this thick of things that he wants to talk about. And, usually I try to duck for cover somewhere. But he has, in fact, driven our cooperation in so many different areas. So we're really going to miss him. But we're very comforted by the fact that, first of all, he's going back to be foreign minister. And secondly, that he chose as his very first place to come as foreign minister to the United States. So, Mr. Minister, I promise I won't tell the Russians about this. But I really want to thank you. I really want to pay tribute to you, Erlan, and on behalf of all of your friends here, to say thank you, to say how much we're going to miss you, but to say how much we hope you're going to come back very soon. Thank you.
Bob, thank you for your kind words. I will say it is just overfilling me. And I told you that we taught so many Americans to be Kazakh and to be talkative. And I want to give the floor to our good friend, Dan Burton. He is the chairman of the very important subcommittee for Europe and Eurasia of the Congress of the United States. Dan is an absolutely fantastic personality. He has a wonderful wife and a very rich life. Dan, thank you very much for coming. Please.
Mr. Ambassador or Mr. Foreign Minister, I want to say congratulations first of all. I'm not going to reiterate or restate. This is just like Congress, everybody talks. I'm not going to restate what the Secretary's already said. He covered everything pretty well. I think the reason that the Minister wanted me to come up here is because he wanted you to see someone that he meet at golf on a regular basis. I told him one time when he came to visit me on some issues dealing with his country that I was a pretty good golfer. He said, well, we'll have to play out at Army-Navy. And I went out there and he took all of my money and never practiced mine. But let me just say this seriously. He's one of the finest men that I've ever worked with. When I went to Kazakhstan, I can tell you he's very highly regarded, obviously. And he's very highly regarded by everybody that I know who knows him in the Congress. I worked with him on the subcommittee on Europe and Eurasia. He's a great man to work with. I wish you well in the future, and I hope I get a chance to get my money back.
No more speeches. Enjoy the evening, and please, once again, all the best to you. Thank you.